So we were asked by Ziema Sports to do a review on their Ancheer treadmill. As you can see, the brackets do not line up. They are quite far off, and if you try to bring it over, it puts a lot of stress on this and starts crackling the paint off. And then once you get it on the bracket, this hollow, very cheap plastic really doesn't like being under so much stress. It starts making a cracking sound, so it actually took two of us to try to stretch it out and put it on there. So I mean, it's very, very tight fit. So tight that I wouldn't try, because it's gonna crack the plastic. So another thing is that the USB, the headphone, and the auxiliary jacks do not work at all. We will connect a little clip of that and showing how it just doesn't work at all. So now you can see we've got this turned on. I've got some really nice Sony headphones to try out on this. We're gonna plug it in, and just without the headphones here, you can listen to it. There's no sound coming from the headphones. It is from this. So that is, you know, it doesn't feel like there's anything even connected. They're super loose. So I mean, I don't know if they're for looks, since there's all the buttons here and then the exact same buttons on the sides that are, you know, very cheap plastic. And we'll get to that in 1 second, because I want to show you guys something. So here's one of my huge complaints. They're supposed to be shock absorbers. It's just coiled wire that's already compressed and actually very loose. And it's not polyurethane, it's just plastic. So that is a huge bunch of crap. Supposed to be 2 shock absorbers at the bottom per the description, but there is not. There's just one. It's a kickstand. Also, another big problem we have is there's no feet. It is just plastic. That's it. The metal has like foam feet. They're not rubber, they're a foam. So I don't know if that really is a turn off for any of you, but for me it just seems like very, very cheap. Like they couldn't, you know, for $700 they didn't want rubber, they wanted foam feet. Never even seen that in America. So now that we've got it back on, let's go ahead and try the phone. Nothing. Totally plugged in. No connection. No power to the USB. So the USB has no power. We'll go ahead and... So obviously nothing's coming out of these speakers at all. We were told to try using the auxiliary now. Again, loose, like there's no connection at all. I mean, they're so jiggly. It's crazy. So now we have the auxiliary plugged in with the phone. Still nothing from the speakers. Looking in there, I see like some kind of No, not you, Siri. I see a metal disc, but there is like no baffle or anything like that for a speaker on both sides. It does make the beeping sounds for the machine, but the beeping sound is coming from the middle, nothing's coming from the speakers. So now we're gonna recreate the horrible grinding noise from the motor. So get ready for that, because my wife got scared running on this thing. Alright, so we are running at about 5. And you can hear some like horrible sound coming from this thing. It's like just like a really bad grinding noise, which is obviously metal on metal. Every once in a while it sounds like there's some kind of metal grinding in the motor. So possibly the only thing that works on this thing, of course, with the controls work for the most part, besides like the sound and electronic devices and stuff like that. It would be a very good Walmart $120 treadmill, just because it is all completely plastic. Mind you, we're using this without the control board even attached to the base. If I get stuck with this thing, then I'll probably make a bracket that comes off and up, or cut this and get some tubing, and because it just needs to come over like 2 inches. And I'll weld it on and, you know, have the bracket come over. Just cut this and put some tubing inside, make a Z metal shape or something like that, just to bring it over. But I really hope that I just return this thing, because it's crap. The one thing that does work, and it stops. So I guess the safety feature is, you know, pretty important. But something else about this thing is that there is no ULL listing, no FCC, no nothing like that. There's nothing on the control board, nothing like that that talks about any of that. Even like underneath, there's no, you know, warning. It's prohibited to touch any moving parts. You know, a lot of the stuff like the English is just, I don't know. I don't know how they even got this passed in the US, because you have to have everything like, you know, the FCC and UL listings and all of that licensed and everything. But one of my main concerns is, without those things, a lot of people are using LED lighting. And with LED lighting, you have to make sure that you have safe electronics in your house, or you're just gonna, you know, your LEDs can actually manipulate your electronics. So you have to make sure that everything is listed and approved and compatible and stuff like that. So that's a huge concern for me, is the listings and all of that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna send this to Ziema Sports per their request. Electricians here to fix this stuff is like my friend's electrician. It's like $200 an hour for service, and I don't know. I don't even know how they're gonna do that. It'd be cheaper to just send the thing back and refund, because I want a different treadmill. This is just horrible. And they offered to, you know, they want to give me replacement parts or suggestions on how to fix it, and I feel like I shouldn't have to fix this thing, because I bought it for $700. I think it was like $750 after tax, and that's just completely unacceptable to have suggestions on how to fix something that I just bought brand new, totally brand new. I mean, it's still got the stuff on the screen. Completely unacceptable. I mean, the belt is brand new, there's no wear at all, everything's brand new. It's just a brand new piece of crap total junk, garbage, horrible, most horrible treadmill I've ever seen. Everybody that's come over to look at this thing has said it's just completely horrible, terrible, the worst treadmill. So I'm going to post this link on Amazon. My first review got taken down. They discontinued the product and then relisted the product. So I went ahead and did a second posting on the new product, because the old one that I bought is currently unavailable, even though they listed it as the exact same model. I feel like it's because they had 7 5-star reviews, and now they've got 6 5-star reviews on the new product that they listed, and they're all the same people doing the same reviews. So it's very suspicious. But yeah, I went ahead and did another 1-star review explaining everything, and I hope you guys don't buy this product because it is terrible. It's the worst brand ever. And maybe I'll do a review later on Ziema Sports and see how they take care of this, because I've still got the box, and yeah, I just want to get rid of this damn thing because it's just the worst treadmill ever. So hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas and have fun this year. Year's almost over. See you next year.